This camera is changing the way I think when it comes to filmmaking. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I'm getting a lot of requirements or requests from my clients to film both horizontally and vertically. And to be honest with you, I think I'm getting even more requests for me to film in vertical mode than in landscape mode. I came to Los Cabos to be with my wife, take some time off from the run and gone thingy, at work, at the office, on location.
Digamos, estamos aquí en Viceroy, bien contentos.
Take some time off and take this time to just relax and test this camera just a little more for my shoots. As we all know, Nikon bought Red, and their first baby is this guy right here, the Nikon ZR.
División.
I am an Emmy Award winner documentary cinematographer. I have 2 Emmy nominations, and what I shot that documentary with that allowed us, the team and I, to win this Emmy was shot on an iPhone 6 Plus, a DJI, whatever the little guy is, the first one that came out, and at the time, my Sony A7S Mark II with some Rokinon glass, the $600 ones. If I had had this camera back then to shoot what I shot back then, I would have been in heaven. Those cameras at the time, the Sony A7S Mark II, those were my A cameras, A and B respectively, which goes to show that the camera is not necessarily the most important aspect to your storytelling. What is really important is your audio. That is very important because you can cut camera if they don't allow you to, but you can keep rolling audio, but you can still hear what's happening inside a prison, inside a house. The real world shooting in Cabo so far has been amazing. This camera is changing the way I think when it comes to filmmaking. The ability to go literally from landscape mode with this lens to vertical, just like that. The whole menu system changes to vertical mode. Also, if I want to continue shooting in landscape mode, I can just go in landscape mode like this and flip the monitor like this and film a tree above me, birds above me, I can see everything. There are so many things I can do with this camera. So many rigging options that I just can't do with my Red Helium.
Okay, so this is my gym right here. It's about 25 to 30 pounds of weight at least.
That's too heavy of a camera. I love the image quality on that thing, but it's too cumbersome to carry around, to travel with. I love using it with a team. Yes, I love using it by myself too, but it's more of a hassle. And if you own one or have worked with one in the past, or even the RE cameras, they're heavy. After a while, you kind of lose a little bit of that childlike willingness to play and film for fun because it's so heavy. You need the tripods. I mean, you heard it before.
Wow, 6 of them.
They are, right? Perhaps my favorite thing about it, other than the obvious, which is the image quality, is its size, its portability, and the ability to shoot very fast from landscape to portrait mode. The price for this camera is obviously a very huge incentive for anyone trying to get into filmmaking while trying to obtain very high image quality in a very compact form factor with like this camera, the Nikon ZR. So now let me quickly tell you about my first impression on the build quality of this camera. It feels very professional. The screen is very large, as you already know. It feels sturdy. It feels, let me show you here. As I'm filming this too. The screen feels very sturdy, very robust. The controls, every button feels right. It turns on immediately, which I love. The focus on this camera works really well, perhaps as well as if I were using a Nikon lens, or Nikon. In Mexico we say Nikon. It feels amazing. I don't mind at all that the battery is in the same space as the card. They're both accessible to me. I mean, honestly, when you get a camera with this amazing image quality for the price, I have very little to complain about. It doesn't feel right. This is not supposed to be a camera that you take on a super expensive or very high-end shoot, or maybe it is. It could be an A camera if you don't have anything else. I did go to Marble Canyon, which is in the Grand Canyon. Had a great time. Take a look at some of the shots that I did there. This camera performed really well. I'm sure you can see right now by looking at these different shots that I'm showing you, this B-roll. I filmed a men's gathering or a men's retreat. I was hired to film it, but I was also asked if I could, which I did, to participate in it. And I came back a different man. I feel like I grew a little bit in my emotional aspect, in my spiritual aspect, even in my career. I feel more aligned, more methodical, and yet more relaxed about my approach to just my YouTube channel and my career overall. This is advertised at 15 plus stops at dynamic range. Is it true? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not Gerald Undone.
The Nikon ZR, the first progeny of the collaborative efforts of Nikon and Red.
I am not going to go into the technicalities of this camera. I'll let him and other YouTubers do that. But for me, how is this camera practical to my day-to-day use with my clients, when I'm filming my wife for her Persian Zumba, or just for myself with this YouTube channel. This is obviously a Nikon to Canon adapter by Fringer. It's called the Fringer EF-NZ2, which I love because it allows me to use Canon glass. This is a Sigma 70-200 2.8, and I am able to have a beast of a camera for just over $2,000. This lens is about, I think, $1,500, give or take. And the tilt-on matte box with these ND filters, I think this is about $200 to $300, which has a variable ND, and I love it because it allows me to have variable NDs at a portable price. Let me show you. So, the question is, am I happy with this camera? I think you can tell by now that I am very happy with it. Very compact, obviously not with this lens. I also have this HD 3.5 screen hood. I couldn't find anything on Amazon or B&H or anywhere for a 4-inch screen. I think it's a very new screen size. And so I tried the 5-inch screen. It's too big. So for me, this little guy works really well. If you want, just look at the bio or the list below and you'll be able to find links to where I buy this stuff. Oh, by the way, I also have this guy, which is the handle for many photographers I've seen them use. For such a small camera, I think this works really well because it allows me to feel even more secure. If I let go by mistake, I still can handle it without holding onto it. It's just another added piece of mind for when I'm filming. And this is just a tiny little tripod. Again, I'm just traveling here. In terms of low light and dynamic range, I was testing this camera. The low light options that they advertise for me are very good. The low is 800 and the high is 6400 base ISOs. I've tested them. Let me show you what I've captured while being here in the hotel in Los Cabos. Personally, I am very, very, very happy. Is it a low light beast like the Sony a7S Mark III? Maybe not, but it ranks right up there with it, in my opinion. I have no complaint with low light. When I bring these files into DaVinci Resolve and start color grading them, first color correcting and then color grading them, what I'm seeing on my computer, on my monitors, is for what I do, plenty, perhaps even world class. I would almost venture to say that if someone were to say, Enrique, okay, sure, you love this camera, blah, 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 blah. You're bragging about it a lot. Are you sure not getting paid for it? No, I'm not at all. I just started my YouTube channel. Would you use it for a feature film or even just a short film or even a high-end documentary film? If I had nothing else, I would love to use this camera. Yes, it's limited by its micro HDMI port. The audio options are, not too professional. But again, if I was able to film a documentary film with my A7S Mark II, which is basically the same, almost the same as this camera, and I was able to film something to the point where they thought we were Emmy worthy, and we did win that Emmy with that camera, what can I not do with this camera? I can do anything. I think that the idea is that so long as you understand composition, exposure, and you have worked with red raw files, in this case, I think they call them red R3D NE, you are so set. You are so set. I love this camera. I really do. Can you tell? Okay, here's another thing that I really like about this camera. And don't worry, I will talk about the cons that I have faced so far. But for now, the fact that this is a Nikon lens mount is incredible. Why? Because it gives us the most compatible lens options out there that I can think of. Nikon, obviously, Sony, Canon, RA, which is PL. Anyway, so many options. Not even Sony gives you that many options. So if you own any Sony cameras, or any Sony glass for that matter, or Canon, or PL, or Nikon lenses, or whatever, rest assured that you can use all of those lenses with this camera, so long as you have a lens adapter for them. Also, it gives you the options to put lens adapters that come with variable NDs, or any type of NDs. I don't own any at the time. I do own them for my red Helium AK. The possibilities with this camera is amazing. I love it. The price of this camera, we already know, is just over $2,000 US. To me, it's a steal, because the image quality is so good that not even, in my opinion, which I love this brand, by the way, Blackmagic's Cinema Pocket cameras, it competes with this. I've been working with red files for years now, and I feel familiar with this codec, and it's very versatile. The 4-inch screen, as we already talked, is sufficient to go on any shoot, travel the world with it, and film some high-quality videos with it. Perhaps if I show on a set with a client, I might want to mount something else just to make sure that I'm moving faster. You may say, well, that defeats the purpose of the screen, only because Nikon so far has not yet upgraded its software as of this moment that I know of, to the point where I can focus peak while recording in red raw or R3D NE. But of course, nothing is perfect in this world. There is no such thing as a perfect camera. And this camera comes with cons. To begin with, almost every time I hold the camera, I press the power button and turn it on by mistake. The position of the power button, in my opinion, it could have been done in a different way, with a switch or something. The menu option, Nikon needs to make an improvement on this. There are so many levels to the menus that I know it could be better. Again, for the price, it doesn't matter that much, but it could be better. It could be improved. The options for mounting audio or other additional monitoring, I would love it if in the next update, Nikon could include focus peaking when shooting in red raw, which is what this camera is mostly advertised for. But why can't we use focus peaking when shooting in that more professional manner? I don't know. Hopefully in the next update. So my final thoughts on this camera are obviously that I love it. I love the form factor. Yes, there are some things that I don't like too much, but for the price, the most important thing of any camera is its image quality, followed by obviously the price, the ability to mount it on rigs, travel with, compact, audio options, everything else. It is hot here with the sun right now. November is still very hot. Here in Los Cabos, San Lucas, I'm a little bit melting. Okay, amigos, I will end this video, but not without first telling you that I have a surprise for you. I have a new lens that just came out in this pocket, in this camera bag, and I want to tell you about it because I've been using it also for this trip. So I brought this camera with this lens and another lens that I have here, and I would love for you to know about it because it has also changed the way I film in terms of if I want to travel and just bring one lens. There's one lens that I would bring with me, and it's this guy right here. And I will tell you more about it in my next video. Thank you for watching. If you like my review on this little camera, please like, subscribe, share, whatever you feel like it. Thank you. From Los Cabos, San Lucas, Mexico, Enrique, Pepe Alvarez here. Hasta la próxima. Happy filmmaking. Adiós.